What is the nature of God? What is the intention of the mind of God? What is your purpose in life? Let's start with an assumption, a definition, that God is everything that exists. Everything that exists is God. God isn't out there and created this stuff in which we live. God is all the stuff in the universe. Everything. You, me, everybody else. That is God. And let's further imagine that before the Big Bang, there was an intention field. Kind of like a quantum field or a Higgs field or a gravitational field or an electric field. But this intention field existed before energy, before matter. And out of this intention field, poof, came everything. And if we look at the past 13, 14 billion years of existence, we can maybe reverse engineer the purpose of God, the nature of God. So what has God, if we define God as everything that exists, what has God been doing since the beginning of creation? God has been continuously expanding. God has been continuously making things of higher and higher levels of emergence. What is emergence? Emergence is when you have 2 or 3 or 4 or more constituent things and you combine them together and it creates this new higher order thing, and the higher order thing cannot be predicted. The nature of the higher order thing cannot be predicted by the lower order things. For example, you have hydrogen and oxygen. You can study hydrogen until you're blue in the face. You can study oxygen until you're blue in the face, but you will never be able to predict, only from hydrogen and oxygen, the nature and characteristics of water. This is what the universe has been doing since the beginning of time. Subatomic particles, atoms, molecules, complex molecules, organic molecules, simple life forms, complex life forms, animals, intelligent animals, self-aware animals, societies, complex societies, global civilizations, a massive interconnected global civilized network of humans all communicating to each other. This is the driving force. This is the nature of God, to continuously expand, to continuously create higher order emergent systems, more and more complexity. Another way to describe emergence is wealth. Wealth is made from lower order elements. You have peanut butter, you have bread. Poof, you make a peanut butter sandwich. The peanut butter sandwich is wealth, an emergent system from peanut butter and bread. You have all the rare earth metals, all the rare earth chemicals, all the stuff that goes into a car. You put the things together, you make this car. A car is an emergent system of the lower order constituents. This is wealth. So we could say, based on what we know from the history of the universe, that the purpose of God, the nature of God, is to continuously expand and to continuously create wealth. Now, why did God do this? Well, we don't really know why God did this, but we can sort of guess. Because another thing that has happened along the continuous expansion of the universe is the universe, or God, has become self-aware. God experiences itself through itself. Perhaps in this intention field, there was no self-awareness. And the whole purpose of creating everything was to evolve to the point so God could appreciate itself. God could become aware of itself, through every self-aware conscious brain. My conscious brain, your conscious brain. I am aware of you. You are aware of me. We are literally parts of God being aware of itself through itself. So what is your purpose in life? If the nature of God is continuous expansion and continuous wealth creation, and the intention of God is to become aware of itself through itself, what is your purpose? Well, consider that inside your brain, inside your conscious mind, inside your self-awareness, you have an intention field. You have a collection of desires. And your self-awareness is a microcosm of the entire universe. Your self-awareness is a microcosm of God. And your purpose is the same, continuous expansion. continuous creation of wealth, continuously taking your desires, your own personal, subjective, internal intention field, and making things come true out into the world. That is your purpose. Continuous expansion, continuous wealth creation, continuously taking the desires in your head and making them come true out in the world through your efforts, through your persistence, through your actions within the world, and to create higher and higher levels of emergence. You have an idea. Somebody else has an idea. You combine the ideas together. You get an emergent idea. And this emergent idea might make you a fortune. It might make you millions. This could be the basis of a huge company. That is your purpose, to create higher and higher levels of emergence, to create wealth, to combine your ideas with other people's ideas and combine them together. This is what Napoleon Hill talked about when he referenced the mastermind group, a group of people combining their ideas together to create an emergent system of ideas. And from that emergent system of ideas, you can start a company, you can start an empire, you can start an entire country. That is your purpose, continuous expansion, to continuously expand your skills, to continuously expand and broaden your knowledge, to continuously improve your skills, to continuously create relationships with other people, to create emergent ideas. That is your purpose. You have one life. In the middle of 13 billion years of maybe nothingness, you have one life of 80 to 100 years to take as many as your desires as you can and make them come true. If you'd like to learn more, check out the links below. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you next time.